Hi guys, I want to make a quick video to make sure you understood how to do the final project. In Schoology, you're going to see available tomorrow an upcoming Proyecto Final, and there are two attachments. You're going to want to read through all of this very carefully. The first thing to remember is, again, there should be no translator use, no AI, you don't need word reference. All of the materials that you've been working on in the travel unit are what you want to use. So all the documents you've made in Notability, the one that was the Agencia de Viajes, your tarjeta de embarque, your pasaporte, your boletos, your documents on the restaurante, the alojamiento, the sitios, all of those things in Notability are the documents you want to use to create your final project. So you already have done more or less all the research. Now what you're going to do is compile all that research into a digital scrapbook. Okay, so to start, you're going to want to read through the two attachments. The first one is the PDF that explains the project. Okay, so again, you're creating a digital scrapbook to show all the plans you've made for your trip. Using your vocab and present tense, you're going to write and speak in Spanish. You have 4 class periods to work on this. It is due at 3 o'clock on Friday. You will lose 2 points for every day it is late. The materials you're going to need, again, are your Quizlets, your Notability assignments, your Schoology de Viaje folder, Google Images, and Canva. Okay, you will watch my project as an example, but you will only see it once. It won't be saved anywhere just to prevent any copying of content. As you create your scrapbook, it is going to be the plan for your trip. So it must include the following items in number 3, which again are all things that we did together as activities in class. Each page of the scrapbook has to have photos, captions, and complete sentences. There's a minimum of 7 pages and a minimum of 3 audio recordings. And I'm going to show you how to do all of that in just a second. The audio recordings are to provide information about your trip that is not written on the page. In other words, you're not going to write the sentences and then simply read them. The audio recording is meant to supplement the information on the page. So it's in addition to what's on the page. No 2 projects should be the same. You have all the vocab you need in your materials. Again, any use of outside sources will result in a 0. And then finally, here's the rubric. You're going to want to pay careful attention to this to make sure you get the most points possible. The total project is worth 45 points. It's equal to a test grade. This will be the final assessment. Okay, so you're going to click on Canva here. Canva is going to take you to their website where it says Start Designing a Scrapbook. I'm going to continue in my browser, and I am going to open it outside of Schoology. I'm going to open it in Safari because there's less problems this way. Okay, you're probably going to be prompted to log in. If that's the case, you can log in using your school Google account. Everything here in Canva is free unless you see, let's see if I zoom in here, the crown with the word pro, then those are things you'd have to pay for. But there's plenty of free options that you can use without buying anything. So I'm going to start my project with a template. Over here on the side, I have all the templates that I can use that create a scrapbook. I'm going to use this one that is like my project that you guys see on the board. And this is really very simple to use. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it'll give you some prompts and tips as you work as well. So you can kind of follow along and do that if you like. Everything on this screen is changeable. So anything you click, like this photo can be opted out, this one, each of these photos can be deleted. You can put your own pictures in here. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. You can also change all the text. So where it says holiday, I put Sevilla. And then with the bottom here, I put my name in. So you just type right in. Okay, click on it and you type. You can change if you want to change your font style, right? The size, the color, etc. You can play with that up top. Okay, it's all pretty self-explanatory. If I go to uploads over here on the left, I can find photos to put inside my cover here that pertain to Sevilla. So for example, I can use these photos I've loaded. I can go to upload files in my photo library. and it'll bring up the photos in my photo library. So you can see these are all my Seville photos. I've already gone to Google Images and gathered them here, so I would have them ready. But you could also go to Google, right, and take a picture, put them in your photo roll, or, so I'm just going to select a few of these here, add them to my photos. Okay, so now they're uploaded. You can see them added over here. Now I can just click on the picture and drag it into the box where I want to put it. So I have images of Sevilla. Okay, so those are all in. And then this is, of course, also not Sevilla. So I'm going to change that image to, I don't want that there. I'm going to change this image. Let's make it, see if I can do this. You can crop these too, obviously. If I can do this background. Remove the background of your image in one click. I'll just hit delete. There it goes. Okay. So I'm just going to delete these because those are not pictures of Seville. I could put other pictures in there if I wanted to, or I'm going to actually go to, let's see, upload files. Nope. Go back to elements for a minute. Okay. Under elements, you can generate your own graphics if you don't want what's here. So see where it says AI image generator, generate your own. And then you can type in here what you want. So I'm going to say a aerial view of Seville, Spain. And let's see what we get if it works. Generate image. You can put just about anything in this AI creator. Like you could say a woman backpacking in Seville, Spain. And then it would look like maybe you on the trip. Well, me on the trip. Okay, once it generates images, then you can drag those over. I did not want that where the airplane was. You can undo at the top there. Okay, I wanted it to go here in the background. Just see if I can drag this to the background. There. And then if you want it behind the other images, or like I want to bring the plane to the front, I just click on the three dots and I can layer and bring to the front. There we go. And then the plane is over top. So really it works just like Google Slides and all those different things. It's super, super easy and self-explanatory to use. Okay. So this is just one page. This is just my title page, my cover page. I could keep going. I could add embellishments. Again, you're going to go to elements. You can click on graphics. There's shapes. There's here. There's stickers. They even have some photos you might want to use, but the stickers are kind of fun. You can go through and find what works for you. Like, you can put little things on here, and of course you can resize them. So obviously that was huge. Drag them in, resize them. Right? And then you can put those in. You might want to wait and do the stickers and embellishments at the end of the project once you're sure you have everything in there that you need. Okay. You can change the frames, all different things you can do. Okay. All right. So now that that page is done, I can add pages at the bottom just by clicking them. If I want to change my design of the page, I hit design again. I can drag any one of these designs on. So say I want to use one with a bunch of pictures. I could do this. And again, all these pictures can be changed out. You can delete the frame, you can delete the image, right? I can get rid of the whole thing if I want to. So if I want to put text there, if I choose an item that does not, like a page like this that doesn't have text, I can go over to the left and hit text and add a text box, and it'll put the text box in. And same thing, I can make it bigger. I can type whatever I want here. I can change this, I can select it. See here, just tap on it, select it, and then I can go back up here to the top and change the color if I want, right? I can change the heading or the type style, give it like a heading. Oop, that's a Canva Pro, so that one we can't use. Like this, open daily. Okay, so now that's printed on there, so I can do something like this if I want to mess around, and I can even change what that says. Like for example, I could say, say this is my slate page. I might call it un viaje. So if I want special type styles, right, I could do that. So you can play around and mess with this. You can make it smaller or bigger, the type style. Pulling in my corners, right? I can make it smaller or bigger. I can layer it and so on. So you can mess around. Stay away from the pro ones. There's lots of different things you can do with the text, lots of different things you can do with the photos, right? I'm going to show you the last thing I want to show you is how to add in audio because you have to add video. So again, on the left-hand side, you're going to go to Uploads and you can click on Record Yourself and it's going to ask for access to your camera, yes, and access to your assignment, okay? And then just double check like always, click on Submissions, make sure your submission is here, right? And that you have credit, I'm sorry, that you've submitted it, right? So that you get credit for turning it in. If you finish early and you have some time left in class, I strongly suggest reading over the final exam listening and speaking information because this is on the 29th, Wednesday in class. And then I would also suggest going to the final exam review folder at the bottom and starting to work through these present tense, verb, and vocab games. Those are excellent review. All right, thanks guys. If you need anything, please send me a message.